Or is there any classes or something that is planned for
Yeah.
you this?
If you can respond through text or you can open your mic, anything will work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyone from second year?
And you guys can obviously respond. कोई problem नहीं है बोलने में. CSE से कोई? Nishant, you are from? Nishant. Okay. Are you here?
सेकेंड ईयर से कोई भी है, चैट में यस नो तो लिख दो, चैट में
Yes,
रिप्लाई
sir.
आ रहा है. अच्छा अक्षत, बाकी सबका क्या हुआ?
सर मैं भी कल एमए का एग्जाम है तो नहीं आया हूँ.
ओके, लाइक कल
फर्स्ट
तुम्हारे
टेस्ट.
एग्जाम है?
कौन से एग्जाम है?
अच्छा.
लास्ट टेस्ट है सर. नॉर्मल.
भाई
ओके.
साहब, टेंशन.
एंड हाउ वर यू गाइज लाइक told about this workshop, like through mail or like
ग्रुप
in the
में.
meet?
सर बोथ फ्रॉम व्हाट्सएप एंड मेल.
Both from WhatsApp and mail ना? ओके. तो हाँ,
ठीक है.
फिर मैसेज ही डालना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट टाइम, लाइक नाम की लिस्ट रखनी पड़ेगी कि कौन कौन इंटरेस्टेड है, कौन कौन नहीं इंटरेस्टेड है.
ठीक
सो
है.
अभी फिलहाल टेक्स्टॉर्म और टिंकर ब्लिंक कैसे कराएंगे वो बता दे, और अपन वर्कशॉप में क्या क्या कराएंगे वो बता दे,
हाँ
वरना
हाँ.
वो ये लोग बता रहे तो इन्हें बताने में.
ठीक है, ठीक है. तो लार्जली बस वही प्लान है कि इन दोनों इवेंट्स के लिए जो भी प्री रिक्विजिट्स है, प्री रिक्विजिट्स विल बी मोस्टली अराउंड लर्निंग अ माइक्रो कंट्रोलर, उसकी प्रोग्रामिंग कैसे करते हैं, व्हाई दीज थिंग्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड व्हाट यू विल गेट आउट ऑफ दिस. ये सारी चीज़ों के अराउंड होगा. तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आई गेस ललित, यू विल बी स्टार्टिंग द सेशन, राइट?
Yes, sir.
So I think you can present your screen.
Yes, hi guys. I'm Lalit. I'm the co-coordinator of TinkerBlink. As it is mentioned that this series of workshop is combinedly conducted for TinkerBlink and Textron. So for both the events, you should have some knowledge about how to connect the circuits, how to connect the elements in the circuits. So we need a platform where we can work with the circuits. So I will quickly introduce you to the platform. Let me share my screen. Yeah, my screen is visible, right? Can anyone confirm?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes sir.
Okay. We will use an online simulator called Tinkercad, where we can design circuits and we can simulate the code. We can write code as well in that simulator. So simply open a new tab. You can search for Tinkercad. You will find this link, tinkercad.com. You can open up this link. We'll put this in the chat box. You can open this. So this is the interface. After opening the link, you need to create an account here. I guess all of you know how to create an account. I will quickly say.
Yeah, that would be quite easy. इसको skip कर सकते हैं. And largely, I'll just tell you what this TinkerBlink is. TinkerCAD is basically, TinkerCAD is sort of a platform where you can simulate some of the online devices. Let's say you are connecting two LEDs, or you are connecting a LED with a battery, right? So how you can do that? इसके लिए you need the hardware, right? तुम लोगों ने ये करा होगा, सीरीज पैरेलल सर्किट्स बनाए होंगे. तो व्हाट यू डू कि एक बैटरी से अपन एक एलईडी को कनेक्ट कर देते हैं. सो यू कैन डू दैट इन अ हार्डवेयर फ्रंट. But in case you want to do it on a software front, so you need some simulator wala platform, and this is that simulator wala platform jahan pe you will be able to do a lot of stuff, largely speaking a lot of stuff, and you will enjoy them as well. So ये sort of उसी चीज को सिमुलेट करने के लिए ना यहाँ पे अपने पास काफी कुछ है. तो you'll just see कि क्या क्या चीजें हैं इस टिंकर कैड. इस वाले वेबसाइट पे सब लोग बस अकाउंट बना के रजिस्टर कर लेना. दैट इज व्हाट प्लान्ड हियर.
Yeah, that would be fine. After creating an account, you will be seeing this type of interface in this website. You can go to the circuits and create a new circuit. You will be redirected to this interface where you can find all the elements in this. If you change this basic to all, you can find all the elements, large amount of elements, large number of elements are available here. You can work with those elements. Firstly, we will start with the battery because for every circuit we need a power source, right? You can search here power source. So these three type of batteries are available here. These are also batteries. These are the batteries. There are two terminals, as you know. I guess you know all this. There are two terminals. Everything. If you click on this, you get many options, increasing the number of batteries. You can also even add a switch to this on-off switch. You can reduce the number of batteries. You can also give a name if you wish. As of now, we will work this 9-volt battery. You can also rotate this by clicking this option, or simply you can press R in your keyboard. It will rotate as well. Now let us take an LED. I think you guys should be knowing this LED. These are all types of LEDs available in this platform. You can choose either of the LED. See, when you closely observe this LED, there are two terminals, one is a cathode and this bent type of terminal is anode. Be careful while implementing this in the circuit. If the polarity is reversed, then the LED might not be working. So be careful while.
And there nothing is going to be fused in case you do it normally, तो तुम fuse कर दोगे ना LED, but यहाँ पे कुछ होगा नहीं, तो that is also again a benefit of this as well. तुम लोगों का LEDs पता है ना, मतलब सब तो JEE से आए हैं, तो you guys already be knowing सारी चीजें, most probably I expect, right? And you guys can obviously respond. That is very important कि you need to respond. अगर respond नहीं करोगे तो तुम्हें भी मजा नहीं आएगा, हमें भी मजा नहीं आएगा, right?
Govind sir,
Yes.
sir actually use English language only. Like some of the students do not understand Hindi.
Yeah. That works. All right.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now we will connect this anode to the positive terminal of the battery. So remember, when you are connecting this one, make the circuit that makes the circuit looks good. So whenever you see this one, then the circuit will be looking good. Let us change this to the red color so for better indication. So yeah, when you're moving your cursor to the terminal of the battery, then you will be able to get the option for this wire. You can also change the color of the wire here. You can also change the type of the wire, L-enter, hookup, normal one, as you wish. Now here you can code something if you have for Arduino, for various items you need to code, right? So you can write the code here. So you can share your things here with other people. You can combinedly work here with your friends. Now let's start simulating the circuit and observe what happens. Yeah, see this LED is lighting up with too much intensity. This sort of explosion symbol that indicates that this LED is getting large amount of current, right? So now here in the simulator nothing will be happen, but in the real life when you connect like this, then this might be damaged. So here we will use a resistor to decrease the flow of current to this LED. So we'll introduce the resistor in the circuit. Now delete this wire. Since resistor has no polarity, you can connect either in way. So connect this resistor to the anode. Yeah, this is fine. Now let's simulate this circuit and see what happens. See, now the LED is glowing normally. That explosion symbol that indicates this LED is getting the adequate amount of current. That, yeah, you can click on the resistor and change the values of the resistor. This defaultly it gives 1 kilo ohms, and then we change to ohm. See, now again we are getting this explosion symbol. You can increase the resistance you can give resistance as you already see. Now you see if I increase the value of the resistance, the intensity of the LED is decreasing. You can also do experiments here because nothing will be happening here. Because this is an online sort of thing. Okay, now let's introduce a switch in the circuit which you can regulate by turning it on and off.
Till now, whatever is being done, largely I think it is quite clear to all of us, right? We are on the same page. Just to make that sure, what is being done, we have just connected a battery with a LED and we are making it glowing, right?
Yes, sir.
Unit responses,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So it's very simple. But what we'll do, like right now you are doing it right here. What after some time these parts will also be delivered to you as well. And this would not be right now. It is very simple. Okay, we are just connecting a battery with a LED and it is glowing. But like let's say I'm telling you, do this thing when something happens. Like do this thing when the street when like let's say you are given a problem statement that uh, when the light is not there on the street, at that point you need to turn on the LED. That is a very fair problem statement, that street light should not get automatically on turned on. So hoga kya कि we just want कि whenever the light is not there on the streets, so automatically the street lights should turn on. So in case you want to do those stuffs, na, you will get a feel of programming as well. After this, we'll be introducing that portion as well. Right now, we are just clearing the basics, and we are just largely seeing whatever the components that we have here, we'll just get a bit better clarity on this, right?
Yeah.
Uh.
As of now, we introduce a switch to this one. See, when you closely observe the switch, it has 3 terminals, right, and a slider. This slider, if it is on the left side, it indicates that these 2 terminals are connected. If it comes to right side, then it indicates that these 2 terminals are connected. I hope it's clear. Now let's connect this to the switch and see what's happening. Let's connect this. Yeah. Yeah, we have connected these 2 terminals to this resistor and the anode of the LED. We have connected to these 2 terminals. Okay, the slider is on the left side. It indicates that these 2 terminals are connected. Okay, now let's start simulating and observe what happened in the circuit. See, you can observe that LED is not glowing because the slider is on the left side, that these 2 terminals are connected and nothing is connected to this terminal. So loop is not, this closed path is not formed. Now let's move the slider to the right side. Clicking here, the slider will be moving right side. See, now we can see that LED is glowing because it came to right side. That indicates that these 2 terminals are connected. The flow of current comes here, passes to the resistor and here, and through the LED and to the negative terminal of the battery. In this way, you can use switches in the circuit. Yeah, that's about this one. Now let's see something called breadboard. In real life, you can use soldering these elements, but in online simulators, we cannot solder those. So we will use something called breadboard here. I hope you guys knowing what is the breadboard. Breadboard, smaller one and the mini version. We use this small version. See, can you closely observe this breadboard? It has holes, right? This is the positive row, and this is the negative row. As of now, nothing is connected to this breadboard, so every hole is equal. If the positive of the battery is connected here, then this whole row becomes positive, and if the negative is connected to the here, and then whole row becomes positive. See, it is very important how these holes are connected in the breadboard. See, when I am moving my cursor to a certain point, specific hole, it indicates the whole rows. It highlights the whole rows, right? That indicates that these all holes in this row are connected together. This whole row is connected together. when I am moving my cursor to this one, then it highlights all the row, right? It indicates that these all are connected together. This one and this one are not connected. It is very important. See, this one and this one are not connected. Only all the holes in this row is connected, and all the holes in this row are connected. So this positive and negative, this positive and negative, we call it as power buses or power rails, because they supply power to this whole circuit. When we connect the elements in this one, this supply power to this, right? So we call this as power buses or power elements. See, coming to the middle one, see, when I'm taking my cursor to the point, it indicates this one. It highlights this column, that indicates that this column is connected. This one and this one are not connected. Only this column is connected, right? See, I will show you guys a picture that will be fine. See here, it indicates this yellow highlighted line, right? This all holes are connected. See, this type of strip will be presenting inside the breadboard. This connects all these holes in a row. This strip will be presenting inside the breadboard. This so many strips are presenting in each row. Every strip will be presenting. These strips are not connected this in column. Only they are connected in the row. These power washes are connected in the column. I hope it's clear how the holes are connected. Is there any doubt?
No, sir, no doubt.
It's clear, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let's Now let's connect the previous circuit here, and I will show you how to connect. When you are connecting, make it look simple. Don't make it complicated. See, positive to the positive is positive here, and negative to the negative here. This positive will indicate with red, so it will be nice while distinguishing. You can also connect this one to the other positive by the use of wire. This negative to the other one as well. See, I am connecting the positive to this one, then this whole row becomes positive, and this wire is connected to this positive, then this whole row becomes positive. Now this row and this row has become positive, and this row has become negative. Okay, now we'll take an LED. We can place this LED here. See, this cathode is placed in this hole, this anode is placed in this hole. Okay, now we can take a resistor, can rotate it horizontally. See, this terminal 1 of this resistor and this anode are connected with each other, since this whole column is connected together, right? So this terminal 1 and this anode are connected to each other, and resistor is connected, terminal 2 is connected in this column. So this anode we should connect with positive terminal. So this terminal 2 of resistor, when we connect with positive, then current flows to this and flows to the resistor, and it gets to the anode of the LED. So we connect this to the positive of the battery. See, path of the current will be from here. It will flow from this wire through the resistor and through the anode, and it will flow through the LED. And this negative cathode of the LED will connect to the negative of the battery. See, now this loop has been completed. See, current flows from positive to through this wire, through the resistor, and through this LED, and through this resistor, and goes back to the battery through negative terminal. Now we start simulating and observe what's happening. See, the LED, the current flows through the LED, and LED glows. You can you can keep resistance as of your wish. In this way, we can add more LEDs. You can add another LED too here to the circuit. See, we can make parallel connection. I hope you guys know what parallel connection is. The current flows sorry, what series connection is, the current flows through this LED and goes through this LED and goes through this LED and to the battery. See, now this cathode, we should connect it with this the anode of another LED. So current flows from here and through the resistor and through the LED and through this wire and through the another LED, and this cathode terminal of the LED, second LED, we connect it with the negative of the battery. So the path is completed, right? From the positive through this wire, through this resistor, through the LED, and through this wire again, through the LED again, and through the wire and to the battery. Now see the two LEDs close again. You can change the colors of the LED as well. Yeah, you can change the colors of the LED as well. See, blue. This is red. The default it will be red only. You can change it to blue. Then it will be. Then it will look good. Yeah, we can connect like this in the circuits. You can also connect them in the parallel. Just try. You try the connection of the parallel in home. Yeah. In this way, you can connect this LEDs in the Tinkercad. Like this, you can use the simulator. You can find many of the elements. We'll be discussing all this in the further sessions. Yeah, okay, you can add two more LEDs to this circuit, and you can connect. Yeah, that's all about the Tinkercad and its interface. Yeah, any doubts? Any confusion? You can respond in chat as well. Yeah, please do some background research. Go to this simulator and connect anything and observe what is happening in the circuit, because nothing gonna happen here with as this is an online sort of thing. You learn from this website. It is very useful, and whole Tinkerblink event is conducted only in this simulator. So be familiar to the simulator when you find free time, and go to the simulator and connect what you want and observe the output so that you can understand what is happening in the circuit, and you will be getting all the things as well. Yeah, that's about this one. Yeah, Hitesh, over to you.
Yeah, Lalit. Guys, if you have any doubt, you can put in chat or you can respond regarding this. Yeah, if the previous part is clear, we'll be moving to the next part of session. Here we'll be introducing you with the microcontroller and the Arduino. For this Tinkerblink and Textrom event, you should be clear about the microcontroller and Arduino. Without these basics, you can't be doing this event properly. Basically, what is a microcontroller is, it is a compact integrated circuits designed to perform specific tasks or specific actions by the program given by the user. Microcontroller will be consisting of these elements such as CPU, memory, input output ports. In this CPU, all the CPU performs all the arithmetic operations. It manages the data flow like it is the main part of the microcontroller. The program given by user, entire processing will be done by the CPU. This RAM and ROM will be storing the memory required for the processing and all. This input and output ports are required to connect the input and output devices that will be used in our events, or if you are giving any problem statements, you'll be using some sensors from which you'll be taking the input, some output sensors like LEDs, buzzers, buttons. You'll be using this input and output ports for connecting those sensors as well. Next, we'll be moving to Applications of microcontroller. These microcontrollers are most widely used in our daily lives. You can see the presence of microcontrollers in our day-to-day life, like the things that we use in our day-to-day life, like air conditioners, refrigerators, washing machines, yeah, and many. These microcontrollers plays a major role in the field of electronics. Yeah, just now I said that input devices. The microcontroller is able to take the data from the input devices. It will process all the data through the code given by the user by connecting to the computer, and it will gives us the output through LEDs or motors, through the LCD, through buzzers. Like next, we'll be moving to Arduino. Arduino is very important for the events which we'll be having in our technical fest. Arduino will be delivering this Arduino to you after 4 to 5 workshops. You have to handle all the sensors. You'll be connecting all the sensors to the Arduino. Sorry. You'll be connecting all the sensors to the Arduino and you'll be working with it. So kindly pay attention and listen to this part carefully. So what basically is Arduino means? Arduino is a microcontroller based open source electronic board. Like it is a open source to all. You can download, you can buy the Arduino board. Will be for the event will be providing you the Arduino board. For running tasks in this Arduino board, you should be familiarized with Arduino software called Arduino IDE. This Arduino IDE you can download it directly from the internet, where you will be writing all your codes and all, and you have to load your codes to the Arduino through the USB cable. USB cable will be provided to you with the Arduino as well. Next, this is how interface of the Arduino IDE will be there. This is kind of software where you can write all the code that you need to give to your Arduino. After writing your code, you can compile your code in the Arduino IDE, and you can load the code through this USB connector. Then Arduino will be performing the tasks based on the code written by you, and it will take the input from the sensors that you are connecting, and it will display the output accordingly. Next, we'll be moving like why Arduino is best for the beginners. Like there are many microcontroller boards which will be available in the market, but for the beginners, microcontroller Arduino will be more useful because it uses Arduino IDE where you can program very easily. You don't need to learn all the program and all. Like some basic syntaxes will be there. If you are familiar with the syntaxes, you can handle this Arduino board very easily. And if you know some basic information about what are the sensors, what are analog pins, what are the components on Arduino board, what is all Arduino board, you can handle this Arduino board easily. So it will be very easy for you to handle this Arduino board easily. If you see, there are many Arduino boards. Each Arduino board will be working with a different microcontroller. If you see, this is a microcontroller of this board. This board is named as Arduino Uno. There are many Arduino boards. This is Arduino Nano, Arduino Leonardo, Arduino Mega. Like that, like each Arduino will be working with different microcontroller. For our events, we'll be using Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno will be working with Atmega 328 microcontroller, which is the 8-bit microcontroller. You can see this rectangular part in this image. This is how our Arduino board will be looking like. These are all the pins which you can connect the sensors, and you can take output from that. Next, we'll be moving to components of the Arduino. Like here, we have to discuss somewhat clearly about like what is the function of each component about, and we should be clear before performing any hardware tasks with this Arduino. Here we should be knowing about all the components of the Arduino. First, we'll be discussing about this USB connector. USB connector is this is used to load the program that you are writing in Arduino IDE to the Arduino board. You can connect the USB cable to your PC and you can load the program to this board. For powering the Arduino, you can use this USB connector, or there is a separate power port where you can use a battery and you can connect your Arduino board. Next, we'll be seeing this reset switch. This switch will be used for for performing a particular task. You will be loading your code. If you want to perform another task with the same board, then if you are clicking on this reset switch, the task that you have performed before, the entire data stored in the microcontroller will be cleared. Entire data will be erased. Again, you can start coding, start loading the new program to your Arduino, and you can work with it. Next, if you see this voltage regulator, basically this Arduino will be working at a very low voltage of 5 volts. So if by mistake, if any extra voltage, if you're providing any 13, 20 voltage to the Arduino board, this voltage regulator will function to regulate the voltage getting from the source, and it will send only 5 volt to the all the circuitry of the board as well as to the microcontroller. This microcontroller is it's the most important part of the board where all the tasks processing works will be happening. Then if you see about this USB interface chip, this is a signal translator. It will convert the USB level signals. This microcontroller won't be understanding the program that we are writing in the Arduino IDE. So this USB interface chip will be controlling the signals coming from the this crystal oscilloscope, and it will translate the signals into a standard which will be understood by the microcontroller. Here you can see two LEDs called TX and RX LEDs. TX and RX stands for transmit and receive. These are the LEDs that indicate when this Arduino board is transmitting some data, then this TX LED will be blinking. At the same time, if this is performing any receiving data like that, then RX LED will be blinking. Then, if you see, these are the analog inputs. You can find 6 analog inputs, A0 to A5. These pins are required if you want to take any data from the analog sensors like temperature sensor. These pins are required to convert the analog data to digital data. These pins will be useful. For converting that analog data receiving from the analog sensor, these pins are required. Here you can find 14 digital pins from D0 to D13. These pins work same ways. It will be used for taking input from a digital sensor, or from digital input will be given for these sensors, as well as you can use these digital pins as outputs. Then what and all left? Crystal oscillator. Basically, this microcontroller will be working on cycles. Those cycles time signals cycles. Those signals will be produced by this crystal oscillator. If you see, these are some clear overview about digital and analog pins. Arduino will be having 3 ground pins. If you want to give any power to the sensors that you are using in your Arduino board, you can give power through these pins 5 volt and 3.3 volt. These are the analog pins where you can connect your analog sensors. These are all the digital pins from D0 to D13. You can give input or output with these pins. This is ground. This is after the session, we'll be sharing this PPT with you. Here you can find Tinkercad, and you need to download Arduino IDE software for programming your Arduino. So with this link, you can download that one. This is how, if you go here, you can download this one. It won't ask you for anything. Simply you can download and you can install that one. And this is how this Arduino IDE will be looking like. Here you will be writing the program that you need to give to your Arduino board, and you will be loading it to the Arduino board using that USB cable. Like if you see in any Arduino code, we'll be finding two components. One is void setup and void loop. Here we'll be defining the pins, what pins you are using. For example, like previously Lalit gave a demonstration on Tinkercad. In Tinkercad, we can use Arduino directly. So here I am showing you LED blinking. Like it will switch on the LED for a second, and it will turn off the LED, and again it will turn on the LED after a second. Like this is a simple circuit. You can try these circuits when all the parts are receiving to you. Simply for this code, I am connecting this circuit for the 10th digital pin. So in the code will be simply mentioning we are taking the output from the LED. So we'll be simply giving the pin number, and we are whether we are taking input or output from the pin, we'll be writing that one here. This loop means like this entire code, the Arduino will run this code repeatedly for how much time it is. Like if you are providing power to the Arduino, it will run this code entirely repeatedly. What basically is this code means, we are giving a digital input, so we'll be using digital write syntax. We are connected that LED to the 10th pin. So I mentioned the pin number here. Firstly, we want to on the LED, so I gave digital input as high. Then we'll be giving a delay of 1 second. Here we'll be writing in milliseconds or 1000. Then after that, again we'll be giving a digital input of low to the same pin. After that, again I will be giving a delay of 1 second. So that what is the logic here is like first the LED will be switched on. After that, it will take a gap of 1 second, and after that it will switch off. After that, again it will take a gap of 1 second. Again it will go to the first line, and this will be repeating until we switch off the power giving to the LED. Basically, after writing the code in this Arduino IDE, first you need to save this one and you need to compile the sketch. For like it will check for errors. If it is not showing any errors, you can send the code directly to the Arduino board. As I'm not having Arduino board with me, we can use the same code in the online simulator Tinkercad. Once the compilation gets over, we'll copy the same code and we'll be using the code in Tinkercad. Yeah, here like if any errors are there, it will be denoted with a red color. Here we can't see any errors, so we can copy the entire code. If you are using Arduino in your Tinkercad simulator, then you can find this code option here. We'll be pasting the same code here and we'll be running the simulation. You can observe like for the first second the LED is turned on, for the next second it will be turned off. Again after a second it will be turned on. Like it will be repeating. You can do some modifications in your code, like first I gave 1 second, now I'll be giving 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Then your LED will be on for 2 seconds and it will be off for 2 seconds. Then again it will be on for 2 seconds. Like that it goes on. If you want to blink repeatedly, like very fast, you'll be giving a delay of very less, like 0.2 seconds. Now it start blinking very fast as we gave the delay very less. That's why. Yeah, you can try out with adding 2 or 3 LEDs at a time. You can write the code like here I have connected. I'm using only 1 LED, so I have connected it to digital pin number 10. If you are using more LEDs, then you can write code in the same manner, and you can mention the pin which the particular LED is connected to, and you can give the delay like that. Yeah, Lalit, Harshit is having the Arduino board. He will be showing this demonstration. He will be connecting the Arduino board with the LED, and he will be showing you how this is working.
Yeah, first once let's confirm that we are on the same page. Like all of us are quite capable, no? We are understanding that all these things are being done. Like why we need Arduino, why these things are required. Like we would need a few reviews related to this. Because this thing is very important. You should know ki why this Arduino thing is coming into a picture, right? We would love to know from any of you ki why this thing is coming in picture, so that we'll be a bit more clear. Like today's session is just mostly around ki we have this particular device, we have this particular board, and this particular board will be allowing us to do multiple stuffs. What stuffs we'll be doing, that is a separate part of story. We'll be doing that, we need to write some code related to that. And believe me, in case you like you don't like coding, or you feel like yeah, nothing is happening, we're just printing some output and all, you'll just love it here. Basically you'll be seeing whatever you write now, you'll see that is that is being done in a real life type kind of scenario. So that would be very much useful. But first, what the flow was like, I'll just tell you from our prospect that what we were thinking in a flow, so that we'll get to know ki what all things are being done. First, we have told you regarding this how these switches are connected. You are quite capable to you know about breadboards. Like I'll just like check that all of these points are clear or not. Any of you can respond. You know about breadboards?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's sort of a device jahan pe apan we'll just connect these things, and it makes making a circuit quite easier. So yeah, we can get more responses as well, so that we'll be getting more. Pradu and these people are okay, fine. So we are knowing that what a breadboard is. We can connect couple of circuits on it, and yeah, we can manipulate couple of stuffs. We know why a microcontroller is required. We know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nishant, no? Nishant, can you tell that why a microcontroller is required? Largely, we don't want an exact answer, but what you particularly understand with this?
So we
That
are
would be-
basically giving a brain to the circuit.
yeah, that works. Yeah, basically we are just providing a brain to a circuit, that in case we want to implement a logic or something, we'll just write all those things here. We can't implement that practically on a circuit, so we'll be having this. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay, we have couple of Arduino boards as well, all right, and we need to program this Arduino with that like what all things you need to do. You are quite clear what all things you need to do. You need to create an account on Tinkercad, the first step. The second step, you also need to have this IDE installed on your PC. Right now, this IDE, what is that IDE? It is sort of a platform where you can write this Arduino code. Let's say you code in C++, Java, Python. In case you code in Java, you'll just use Eclipse. In case you use Python, code in C++, you use code blocks, or any even the C++. You need a compiler, particularly compiler for that. So this Arduino code can be compiled in this particular platform. So we have this particular compiler, right? So, all right. So you need to install this compiler. You need to create an account on Tinkercad. You need to try these basic stuff. Ki yahan pe the code that is written is like you are getting that what the code is written. Like largely, are you aware, or like it's getting a lot right now? This code, I think you guys are understanding this, or like we should take it a bit slow. Like according to your response, we'll modify the things.
It's understandable, sir.
It's
Yes,
understandable.
sir.
yes,
It's
sir.
understandable.
Yeah. So that works. Mostly in case any of you feel ki okay, we need to slow it down a bit. Any of you can respond or tell ki we'll just slow this down a process, so that we all will be on the same page, right? All right. So so you'll be doing these stuffs. Most probably Harshit will demonstrate you this thing, na? That is planned, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. He is having the Arduino board. He'll be connecting the circuits and he'll be showing how it is working and all.
Also, why you need to do all these things in a simulator वाला platform? You are quite aware. In case तुमने कुछ उड़ा दिया, तुम्हारे पास आया तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी, right? तो तुम्हें थोड़ा idea, you will get a brief idea कि okay, what are these things? How will connect that? How will write the code? In case you even don't install this Arduino वाला simulator, ना, you can directly write the code here as well. you'll just have a code option. यहाँ पे a lot of examples are present. In case you'll start tinkering on these, you'll just write something, you'll just spend time on couple of functions. In case you find any difficulty, you can ask that in group. अभी एक group I guess will be shared जहाँ पे this textom and these events problem can be discussed, and वो थोड़ा easy पड़ जाएगा connect करना as well. So yeah, Harshit.
Okay, sir. So for now, I am presenting my screen. So I think, sir, can you please tell me if my screen is visible or not?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, okay. So first, I will explain a little bit about Arduino, like from the basic, that why we need Arduino basically. So
हर्षित आई थिंक ये वाला पार्ट हो गया ना ऑलरेडी.
uh,
हाँ, इसको थोड़ा स्किप कर दे, फटाफट निकालते हैं.
okay, okay, sir. So now I will start from the application. Okay. So like we have Arduino Uno board. So there are some other softwares available, open source software. From that we can program Arduino, like other microcontroller also. For Arduino Uno board, we can use this Arduino IDE software. Okay. So first let me show you physically that how Arduino looks like. So can you please tell me my screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So actually, this is the physical view of Arduino Uno board. So there are other microcontrollers, like other version of the board
Camera
also available. Sorry.
Harshit, camera is not okay. Now it's visible. Yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. So we have Arduino Uno board. I have other Arduino like other microcontroller development board also. Let me show you other boards also. So this basically is the other version of this Arduino Uno board. So as you can see, this development board, this is called Nano, Arduino Nano, and this development board used same microcontroller IC. Okay. So we have to choose according to our requirement. So in this in this workshops, we will use this Arduino Uno board. Okay. And I have other version also. This is called Arduino Mega. So we use this microcontroller for other projects where we need more peripherals. So in today's workshop, I will show you a little bit a demonstration of the LED blinking. Okay. So first, you all guys just see my screen. Okay. So here I wrote some code for LED blinking. Okay. So let me explain this code briefly. Like in the Arduino Uno, like in Arduino IDE, we used a small structure to program Arduino Uno. Okay, so in first structure we use a void setup in which we basically define the pin mode of every pin. Okay, that we are going to use. So I am going to use a pin number 10, which is a digital pin. Okay, so I am deciding like this pin as an output, and in another function like this is called loop, infinite loop. So in this loop, what I am trying to do, like I am giving a digital value to pin number 10 for 1 second, and then I'm writing low to that particular pin for 1 second, and then again and again this loop will come in the picture. Okay. Okay, wait. So I have a small version of breadboard. I have a bigger one also, but I am using this one. I am connecting all the wires. As you can see, like I don't know, I think you can see pin number 10. Is it visible? Pin number 10. Okay, no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can go on.
Okay. So now I am connecting this pin number 10. And the another one is ground, as you can see, as you already saw in Tinkercad. Okay. So now I'm going to connect. You keep me a minute. Starting with PC. So now I have connected this board with PC. So, so I will compile this code. Okay, I will compile this code. So I'm going to compile this code. Now as you can see that this code is compiling. Okay, and then when the compiling done, then you will have to uh, you will have to uh, flash this code in board. So before that, first what you will do, like you have to select which board you are using. So just go to in tool and select that Arduino Uno. Okay, and then you have to select your port also, like on which port your Arduino Uno board is connected. So here it is showing like COM5 Arduino Uno board at this port it is connected. Okay, now just click and then uh, uh, compiling, and then click on this flash code upload. Okay, so I think now you can see the LED is blinking. So is my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, now you can see the LED is blinking. So that's how Arduino Uno work with Arduino IDE software. So that's all.
Largely what is planned now, Kalpesh, is fine. Like what we have planned largely will just show you a bit how it is looking in real. But mostly what you need to do right now, you need to try it on Tinkercad only. Shivam already mentioned, you mostly need to try it on Tinkercad. When the parts will be delivered to you now, so at that point you might need couple of help, like okay, you need to connect the port, and there are also some things like you need, in case you face any problem in installation, in case you face any problem in port. So all of us will be available at that point. We'll be just helping you in case anything goes wrong. So most probably by second, most probably by after 1 or 2 weeks, you'll be getting the parts at your home. So we'll be circulating the forms for addresses and all these things. So yeah, that is the larger plan what we are thinking of. Yeah. Anything else? Hitesh, anything else you have planned?
Sir, we'll share the group link in the chat box. The Textrom and Tinkerblink WhatsApp group link.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that, this link which Hitesh is talking about, it will be sent in your WhatsApp group or wherever, like, and you need to make a team of two for both events, your Textrom and Tinkerblink. So, for Textrom event, currently you have to pay for all the equipments. All right. So it's better if you make a team of two. You can do it individually as well, but if you do it as a team of two, the cost will be divided. So yeah,
Sort of, yeah.
once
Yeah, what it is largely, yeah, basically Akash mentioned it right. Just whatever you will be paying now, that part of it will reimbursed by college as well. Like right now, it is sort of this thing. Like in case you spoil something, let's say you have been delivered Arduino, you have been delivered couple of things. In case anything is not working, you can directly replace that from the vendor itself. That's quite fine. But after you have used those things, you'll be coming back to college. Like whenever it opens, you'll be coming back to college. If you are resubmitting it to the robotics club now, those parts that you have at that point, that bills will get reimbursed, and the amount that you'll be getting now you'll get revert that account. Like you'll get that amount in your bank account. That is what the flow of it is right now. Mostly the part would not cost that much right now, but like it is somewhere, most probably if you'll make a team of two, so that would help a lot. The price, the amount of that will as well divided. In case you wanted to do it solo, it would work that well as well. For Tinkercad, yeah, for Tinkercad, you need to have a model, and for Textom, you'll have to demonstrate it in complete hardware. That's why the Textom price is even like it would vary, like it would be huge.
Yeah, and the prize money is also like quite high. So in case you are thinking why should we participate when we need to buy the equipment, um, uh, you just need to invest like roughly it was around 3 to 2,000 roughly.
Yeah, yeah,
And if you are
2,500
in a team of two, it will be divided, so it will be around 1,500 max.
Yeah,
So
and
and
actually, you'll be
what
learning a lot, learning a lot
yeah
with this.
yeah. And so yeah,
Sir,
even
can you
the
just
price
ex- sir,
yeah
can you just
yeah
explain which of the robotics club events are team and which of the are single?
Yes, sir.
uh,
It is,
Govind
yeah,
present
yeah.
करेगा screen.
हाँ मैं कर देता. क्या ये वेबसाइट नहीं, ये सारा कुछ क्लियर हो जाएगा तुम लोगों को. ठीक है. So yeah, so this hack, okay. Uh, so yeah, this is the robotic triangular plan. Okay. The first one is design sort of like to make बता पाएंगे ये कैसे हो, मतलब yeah, this is clear अब हमारे पास. Yeah, maybe
Sir, your voice is not clear.
वो
Sir, your voice is breaking. Could you please repeat?
तेरी आवाज क्लियर नहीं, तेरा नेटवर्क क्लियर नहीं है. अगर तू स्क्रीन में एक बार स्क्रीन रिफ्रेश मारना, तेरी स्टक हो चुकी है. शेयर द एक्सेल ऑफ द फेंस. Stop presenting and present again with the Excel sheet.
आज तू शेयर कर, बहुत खराब चल रहा. आकाश तो कर सकता है ना प्रेजेंट, फोन से आया फिर.
हो तो लैपटॉप से, बट मेरा भी स्लो ही है. अच्छा
I am
हितेश
presenting.
अच्छा
Okay.
हितेश, हाँ हितेश, हर्षित तो कर दो. अच्छा या आई थिंक अब सही होगा मेरा. ठीक है चलो. So for this Tinkerblink, the quiz trip is going to be single event. Obviously ये तुम्हारा individual event होगा. Tinkerblink and Homecoming. Tinkerblink will be a team event. यहाँ पे Tinkerblink in which you are going to make a software वाला thing for this Arduino. So in this you can participate in teams of 2. Largely right now यही अभी planned है. But in case any modifications will be there, that will be updated to website as well. Website is going to be live somewhere by tomorrow, most probably we are planning this. So और even ये सारे events के short of एक common calendar में मिल जाएगा, that there all the rules of these events will be written as well. So there ये अभी जो clarification वाला मुश्किल है ना, that won't be there. तो Tinkerblink would be largely 2 लोगों का event. Quiz Trip is a single का event. Textom is again individual. Sorry, Textom is a team event जहाँ पे you can participate in team of 2. Mostly it is preferred कि you should participate in team of 2 for Tinkerblink and Textom Homecoming. Treasure Hunt is going to be an individual event जहाँ पे yeah, and this Cogniton is time based solution model. Cogniton, no? My voice is coming, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ ठीक है. तो this is again a theme based hackathon event. So like for this Cogniton, again the scenarios are there. Like right now the discussions are going on with directors and in this how many prizes and these things will distribute. So again this thing is not quite clear right now, but most probably this Cogniton will as well be a team event. But yeah, like until and unless it's not quite sure, we can't assure you about this. But अभी जो 2 event की बात हो रही है, these both events will be a team event जिसमें you can participate in teams of 2. Right?
Yeah. Like
Sir, design care.
डिजाइन केव में मॉडल जैसा पार्ट है, उसमें भी उसका भी सॉर्ट ऑफ क्लैरिफिकेशन अभी पूरा एग्जैक्ट नहीं है हमारे पास.
ये like individual coordinators जो भी team like organize करे उस पे depend करता है. So
Yeah.
in case it's a team event, you will be asked to register. Some Google form or some Excel sheet will be shared with you, and you'll be able to know about it.
Yeah. Right now है क्या ना कि since all of these things are going to be conducted online, सारे events भी नए हैं. These events were not there last time. You know that, right? So all these events are new. So there is a lot of problem in coordination कि ठीक है ये event अभी कितना हो सकता है क्योंकि every time we need a approval from director sir as well कि ठीक है these are the number of prizes that we can allot and these things. So these things are going on in a process. Most probably like we are planning it कि most probably 2 से 3 दिन में all of these things get sorted out. So you'll get a very clear understanding कि what it is. But हाँ
And
right now ज़्यादातर information अभी coordinators के पास ही है हर
so
event के.
in case of TechStorm, we need to buy you hardware equipments, and like in TinkerBlink also we need to conduct workshop. So we are doing it very early, and other events you will be getting information about them like within 10 or 15 days. So you can make your team like on the day itself. It's not a big deal. You don't need to buy anything or do anything. You just need to ask your friends whether you can form a team or not. So it's not a headache.
Yeah, largely.
So I have
It's
a
not an
question.
Yeah.
So in the hardware-based like TechStorm, I think it's called. So how will two people like do it together?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
yeah,
a
it's a
great
good question, and like that's actually what we thought. Okay, so one thing is like you need to trust your partner. Okay, which one of you is better? Like with hardware, that person can take the all the equipments. Like we will deliver the equipment to his or her house, and the other person can do the online simulation and what do you call it? Um, and
Sort
write
of
the
see.
code for that. Yeah, and write the code for it. Okay, so you can
A
present.
lot of these. Yeah. Akash, go ahead.
You can have a Google Meet or whatever. Like you can share your cameras or whatever, and like you can discuss about the problem, how you need to solve it. So one person have to tackle the hardware part, and other can do the online simulation and like give his or her ideas. And you need to make a presentation also, I guess. So in case of
Mostly
presentation,
yeah.
बोल.
हाँ मैं ये बोल रहा कि मोस्टली व्हाट इज द प्लान ऑफ दिस टेक्सटॉम वाला इवेंट ना यू नीड टू लाइक आफ्टर द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट फॉर दिस टेक्सटॉम विल बी गिवन टू यू नो यू विल गेट टू नो कि देयर इज अ इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ 2 लोग. Why? Because the problem statement would not be just key connecting hardwares and that is done. Connecting hardware is not a big stuff. You like after you will be done with couple of things, no? So you'll realize that connecting hardware is not that a big deal. But what you can like the problem statement that would be given would be more logical in sense you need to write a good logical code कि ठीक है we need to tackle this particular वाला problem statement and we need to do these things. So a lot of stress would go around कि हाँ तुम्हें इसका कोड कैसे लिखना है and how all of these things would run parallelly. ये flow complete हो फिर ये हो sort of इस type का. So
The time will be comparatively yeah, you will be given enough time, but it will be better if like two people can work together. So you if they're like some a big task, you can divide it into small subtasks and like individually do one thing, other can do other thing, but more or less the hardware component will be sent to one of you, and like you need to take care of that, which one of you want to do it.
So sir, like if you can approximate it, like would it be a very time constrained stressful event, or is it likely to be okay, who can get the correct thing in the end, or will it be like who can get in the time constraint as well?
टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट इज
So
ऑलवेज अ प्रायोरिटी. या बेसिकली तुम्हें एक दिन पहले है ना टेक्सटॉम इज सॉर्ट ऑफ ऐसा हैकाथॉन जैसा इवेंट. इट इज लाइक कि तुम्हें है ना एक दिन पहले आप बिफोर कॉग्निशिया a day before that कि you'll be given a problem statement at night and most probably you'll have a 24-hour short of time कि उन 24 hours में there won't be cognitia वाला events. After that the cognitia thing will be starting. So before cognitia this like inside coding club we have this textom and in robotics club we have textom and in coding club we have hack overflow sort of this event where the problem statement will be floated before the cognitia. You will have Thorabout time and the Thorabout time is somewhere around a day and that time, in that time you need to solve that particular problem statement, you need to frame logics, whatever you need to do, and most probably within Cognitia there would be a short presentation and a short video you might need to send. जैसे भी evaluation process होगा, it will be done. So that is the
So yeah,
plan.
it will be given to you one day prior, so there be not a headache like you need to do other events as well at the same time. So you will have enough time for this one. Only thing is like if the sooner you do better, it will be for you. Like we need to segregate each one of you who does it better. So yeah, time constraint will be there, like a deadline will be there, and we'll just take a note of the time also. But whoever meets most criteria will be awarded like as many points as per his or her performance.
Okay, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Any more doubts?
Anyone, anything?
Again, I just wanted to ask, like, students want to participate usually.
Shivam, your voice is not audible. If you can type it in the chat, I'll just read it out.
Govin, like regarding the participation of students, like for the workshop.
Yeah, we'll plan this out. Abhi, what we'll do now, we'll just send you a form in that Cognitia wala group. Sorry, a WhatsApp group in a Cognitia wala group where you can join in that particular group. I think Hitesh, you have planned for a short task, right? In this, Hitesh.
Sir, we'll share that in the WhatsApp group.
Can you just largely show them what they need to do? Like mostly, yeah, you can share
Okay,
them.
share it later. Just two things. One thing is like Shivam said, can they participate individually? If you are like willing to do it individually, it's okay for us. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not a
The
big
maximum
problem.
limit is two. If you are able to do it individually and you want to do it individually, it's okay for us. And the other thing is like Alpesh asked, say the models are supposed to be of any specific type. It will not be a model like it will like you will be given with the sensor or whatever stuff you need to apply to make something work. Okay, so basically the end result will be same for everyone, and you'll get an idea as the workshop goes along.
As the workshop will go on, you will be basically getting some sensors, and you need to integrate those sensors and do a couple of stuffs with that. So as long as this workshop will go on, after 2 or 3 workshops, you'll get a fair idea that how the problem can be framed. Yeah.
Any more questions? Anything? Anyone? Like a RC car with ultrasonic systems? Yeah, not exact this type of problem statement, but yeah, more or less like similar.
Yeah, like there
You
is a
need
sensor, there is some output, so
yeah,
you need to frame that logic.
there'll be
Yeah,
hardware
right.
components and you need to make something work.
Yeah. I think we are clear with the doubts. Any more
Okay.
doubts?
If you have any doubt, you can stay back. Others can leave, and like coordinator and co-coordinator of Tinkerblink and Textrom can wait here.
Lalit has
Okay.
shared the WhatsApp group as well.
Okay, just a
In case-
minute before that, everyone leaves. Just look at the WhatsApp group.
You can join this WhatsApp group, or this link will also be shared in that Cognitia wala group in case you want.
Sir,
That will,
like some of our friend is having the advanced paper on 3 October. So they are asking is what will be the time schedule for that? Like they will able to join or not? Like they have advanced JEE
okay,
advanced paper on that.
got it. So see what is the current plan right now, no? This particular event ka plan to you'll get, this is mostly on the second day of Cognitia, third and fourth, since the Cognitia is on 2 days, no? 3 and 4th of October. So this is right now planned on 4th of October only. But problem statement is going to float a day back only. Like, so that will be for if you will just ask for this particular event. So since they have advanced paper, so most probably they won't be able to. मुश्किल होगा उन्हें भी.
So,
So sir,
sir,
as if it possible that the Cognitia will be held on 4 and 5, if you just talk to the director, sir.
वो तो बहुत
It's
मुश्किल
not
है.
that simple, bro.
Actually,
Yeah, so the dates are already finalized by professors and director.
वो
So
डेट
we can't do, yeah, all the routine and everything is confirmed. Like there are different layers in which the work goes on. So yeah, it's already confirmed that on this particular dates it will be happening, and the routine is also finalized. Only the thing is like about the events are left out, and the routine will.
routine will be shared in WhatsApp group कि किस किस दिन होगा. Mostly right now it is planned for 3 days in a week.
Yeah,
That is Saturday,
workshop.
Sunday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
1.5 hours something class. It's not much.
हाँ. And like these things go very fast. In case you'll do couple of things खुद से भी ना, तो you can just find it out कि बहुत जल्दी you'll be able to do a lot of things. So that's why in just 4 or 5 class you'll be largely able to solve a real life problem. So that works. Anything else, I guess?
अच्छा, किसी का और कुछ क्वेश्चन बचा है?
So sir, just to clarify, the TechStorm, the hardware one will probably be held on the second day of Cognitia, but the problem statement will be sent 24 hours before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be exact 20 hours or 18 hours or something. Like you'll get it before.
So, but won't like that time that is given, it's not, we won't get that full time because if we would be participating in other things, right?
If you won't be participating on third day, so you'll get a time. But
Yeah, you can stay like not late night, but at least like 12-1. So
Yeah.
yeah, you'll get enough time. And you might not be participating in all the events. Like there'll be some second rounds. You might just like miss out on some events, so you'll get extra time also. That's purely
Okay,
on
sir.
luck or
Got it, sir.
yeah, these event times is not yet confirmed. Like right now in that Gantt chart, it is right now this way. Most probably we are just planning on it. जब ये finalize होगा, तो you'll be just told कि final time is this. So yeah, I think if we are done, so you guys can leave, and we'll just be having a process. Akshat.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sirs.
Thanks. All right.
अच्छा, मैं बोल रहा था लाइक वर्कशॉप का ऑलरेडी लाइक 30 लोग कुछ है, ठीक है? इसका भी अलग से लिस्ट बना देने का वर्कशॉप का.
वर्कशॉप का मेरे को तो लगता है, हाँ, ये वाला रिकॉर्डिंग तो पहले रोको भाई. अपन नहीं रोक सकते क्या? हाँ, मतलब अपन रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं रोक सकते क्या? अरे
जिसने स्टार्ट किया वही रोकेगा.
हाँ, ये देखो बहुत लग रहा है.
ये क्या है? मयंक को मैसेज.
मयंक टेक्स्ट लग गायब है. ठीक है, चलो लीव कर देते हैं तो फिर, और क्या.
बस वो मैं सोच रहा था बस 2 लिंक भेज देने के लिए. एक तेरा उसके लिए हो जाएगा अपना, बस किसको वर्कशॉप नहीं करना है बस.
हाँ, वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. वो वाला है ना वर्कशॉप, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली वो वाला एक, ये जो अभी इनवाइट लिंक है ना ललित ने जो भेजा है, ये वाला इनवाइट लिंक उस ग्रुप पे डाल देते, कॉग्निशा वाले पे. जो भी ज्वाइन करना चाहेगा वो कर लेगा इस वीडियो.
हाँ, मतलब या सबने तो वो किया नहीं था, क्या कहते हैं, ज्वाइन किया नहीं था सब लोगों ने, तो
हाँ, जिसने ज्वाइन किया था ना वो कर सकता है. जो टेक्स्टॉम वाले में इंटरेस्टेड था वही ज्वाइन करेंगे ना मोस्ट प्रोबेबली. तो टेक्स्टॉम और इसका ग्रुप.
बट आज वर्कशॉप में भी खाली 30 लोग थे, 10 तो अपन ही थे. तो क्या बोलते हैं, एक बार उसमें भी भेज दो अगर हो सके तो, लाइक इंडिविजुअल ग्रुप होते हैं ना हर क्लास के।
इसमें भाई सारे हैं कॉग्निशा वाले में, सारे बच्चे,
सबके सब।
सबके सब, पूरा सेकंड ईयर।
अच्छा तो भेज दे यार, अगर जिसे ज्वाइन करना होगा कर दे, और फिर इधर पे फॉर्म हम भेज देंगे।
ठीक है, वर्क्स। चलो फिर।
चलो ठीक है।
ठीक है, हितेश, ललित।
बाय साहब।
ठीक है, ठीक है, बढ़िया था वैसे हितेश, ललित तुम लोग।